Hello everyone, it's Lee here once again from LTF Sports TV. I hope you're all doing well today. I'd like to start by saying a massive thank you to everyone that's been watching our videos here on YouTube and has subscribed to us and following us on Twitter and Facebook. It's really appreciated. Keep letting us know what you want to see, keep giving us feedback on how our videos are going, and we'll continue to try and improve. So it's been an international break for the last 10 days or so. Big congratulations to Wales and Northern Ireland and their qualifications for the Euros next summer. Really well deserved and a fantastic job on both counts to get into the tournament. Despite it being an international break, it's been a big week back at home for at least two Premier League clubs. Liverpool have brought in Jurgen Klopp. Apparently it was between Klopp and Ancelotti. In my opinion, I think they've got the right man. I think despite Ancelotti's success as a club manager, Klopp just has something about him that I think will make him fit in at Anfield. And someone that the fans can really take to. But he's got a massive job in his hand at Anfield. There's high expectations at that club, rightly so given their history I think, but with that current squad it's a really difficult job, and I think the summit of their ambition for this year is a top 4 finish. A lot depends on keeping Daniel Sturridge fit and then seeing what he can do in January transfer window, and then looking to next season what he can do in the summer. Will he bring in some of his own players? And Dortmund perhaps. We'll have to see, but I think on the face of it, it looks like a good appointment. In the North East, Sunderland brought in Sam Allardyce. You know what you're going to get with Sam. I think they've now got a better chance of staying up than they would have had done with any other manager that's currently available. It's a tough job. They're already stranded down there at the bottom with Newcastle, so it's a big ask to keep them up this year. But if anyone can do it, I fear that it's Sam Allardyce. I don't mean that in a way towards Sunderland fans. I'm just having heard what Sam's had to say in the last few days about his time at West Ham. Turned pretty ugly. From one perspective, rightly so, that he should be able to give some back, because he has had a lot of abuse at West Ham. But he just doesn't seem to be showing any respect whatsoever for his time at Upton Park, where he did a good job, but he was one of the highest paid managers in Europe. He was earning more than the likes of Klopp at Dortmund. And he wasn't bringing the success that those level of wages should have done. I'm not saying it was guaranteed we should have had success, but it's just a shame that it's now turned sour and he doesn't show any sort of appreciation for his time at Upton Park. You can guarantee they'll get 3 points. Sunderland at Upton Park later this season. He'll have his players right up for that match. That much I can guarantee. So the big thing I want to look at this week is the BBC has released its Price of Football report. Like it has done for the last few years. And actually they're saying that it's not too bad. The price is either down or the same for the average football fan. But when you start to scratch beneath the surface, you'll see that things aren't that great. And there's still an awful long way to go before fans can really feel like they're getting value for money. It's a vicious circle. Fans demand success. And for success, owners and managers have to bring in the best players, and the best players demand high wages. To sustain those high wages over a number of years, you have to charge fans a lot of money to come through the turnstiles. So, as I say, it's a very vicious circle, and for as long as fans want success, owners will continue to charge the prices. Personally, I was absolutely disgusted in the week to read that West Ham are charging Chelsea fans 60 quid to come into the away end at Upton Park in a couple of weeks' time. It's not acceptable. Can't be justified in any level. They'll say, I imagine, that it's the last season at Upton Park, but it's just not good enough. Really not good enough. 60 quid is a lot of money, 30 quid each half. It's not good enough. But the fact remains, Chelsea have sold every one of their 3,000 tickets. So you could say that West Ham have got away with it. And that's before you bring into consideration things like the beer sales, programmes, food. They're going to make an absolute fortune out of the fans in that match, and it's just not good enough. This weekend I'm off to Selhurst Park, sitting the away end with West Ham. I paid 40 quid for the privilege. Actually, if you compare that to other London grounds, it's probably about a tenner below the average. 50 quid there or thereabouts for a price at grounds like Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal, indeed West Ham. Actually, when you look, the view from the way end at Selhurst Park isn't that great, and You can't actually see what's happening at the other end of the pitch. I've been in there a few times. So, again, 40 quid for what is effectively a restricted view ticket is steep. But I still go. And West Ham have sold the allocation, just like Chelsea, and will continue to do so. It's simple supply and demand. As long as clubs, as long as fans want to go and sell out allocations, both in the home and away ends, then clubs will put up the prices. And it will stay that way. That's why I miss teams like Wigan and Blackburn, who used to charge you 20 quid or so for a ticket, and used to get about Wigan especially used to get about 5,000 tickets. It was a cracking atmosphere. It was a fantastic day out. It might be a while before we see them back in the Premier League, but they had it right, I think, with the prices that they were charging. And for some groups that are pushing for 20 quid a ticket for all away fans, it's a great initiative, but I just can't see it happening. I really can't see it happening for the simple supply and demand reason is that fans will pay it, so they'll continue to charge it. And that's before you even start to look at the other costs associated with a day out of football. The fact that clubs can charge you £3 for a tea bag and some boiling water is just absolutely disgusting, but that's where we live in 2015, and it's not going to change anytime soon, I don't think. So on that positive note, until next time, continue to subscribe on YouTube, to like and comment below, to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I hope you enjoy the weekend's action, back now with proper football. Now the international break is over, and I will see you real soon, and I hope you all have a fantastic week. Cheers.